Shyampukur, Dr. Dukari, and a few other devotees arrived. Sri Ramakrishna talked to them. Shyam: Ah, what a fine thing you said to us the other day. Master, smiling: What was that? Shyam: What remains with a man when he goes beyond jnana and ajnana, knowledge and ignorance? Master, smiling: It is vijnana, special knowledge of God. To know many things is ignorance. To know that God dwells in all beings is knowledge. And what is vijnana? It is to know God in a special manner, to converse with Him, and feel Him to be one's own relative. To know that there is fire in wood is knowledge. But to make a fire with that wood, cook food with that fire, and become healthy and strong from that food is vijnana. Shyam, smiling: And about the thorn? Master, smiling: Yes. When a thorn gets into the sole of your foot, you procure a second thorn. After taking out the first thorn, with the help of the second, you throw both thorns away. Likewise, you should procure the thorn of knowledge in order to remove the thorn of ignorance. After destroying ignorance, you should discard both knowledge and ignorance. Then you attain vijnana. Sri Ramakrishna was pleased with Shyampukur. He was quite an elderly person and wanted to devote his time to contemplation. This was his second visit to the Master. Master, to Shyampukur: Give up worldly talk altogether. Don't talk about anything whatever but God. If you see a worldly person coming near you, leave the place before he arrives. You have spent your whole life in the world. You have seen that it is all hollow. Isn't that so? God alone is substance, and all else is illusory. God alone is real, and all else has only 2 days' existence. What is there in the world? The world is like a pickled hog plum. One craves for it. But what is there in the hog plum? Only skin and pit. And if you eat it, you will have colic. Shyam: Yes, sir. Everything you have said is true. Master: For many years, you have devoted yourself to various worldly things. you will not be able to think of God and meditate on Him in this confusion of the world. A little solitude is necessary for you. Otherwise, your mind will not be steady. Therefore, you must fix a place for meditation at least half a mile away from your house. Shyampukur remained silent a few moments. He appeared absorbed in thought. Master, smiling. Besides, all your teeth are gone. Why should you bother so much about the Durga Puja? All laugh. A man used to celebrate the worship of Durga with the sacrifice of goats and with other ceremonies. He continued the worship many years and then stopped it. A friend asked him, "Why don't you perform the Durga Puja anymore?" "Brother," replied the man, "my teeth are all gone. I have lost the power to chew goat meat." Shyam. Ah, how sweet these words are. Master, smiling. This world is a mixture of sand and sugar. Like the ant, one should discard the sand and eat the sugar. He who can eat the sugar is clever indeed. Build a quiet place for thinking of God, a place for your meditation. Have it ready. I shall visit it. Shyam. Sir, is there such a thing as reincarnation? Shall we be born again? Master. Ask God about it. Pray to Him sincerely. He will tell you everything. Speak to Jodumolik, and he himself will tell you how many houses he has and how many government bonds. It is not right to try to know these things at the beginning. First of all, realize God. Then He Himself will let you know whatever you desire. Shyam. Sir, how much wrong, how many sinful things a man does in this world. Can he ever realize God? Master. If a man practices spiritual discipline before his death, and if he gives up his body praying to God and meditating on Him, when will sin touch him? It is no doubt the elephant's nature is to smear his body with dust and mud, even after his bath. But he cannot do so if the Mahout takes him into the stable immediately after his bath. In spite of his serious illness, the Master keenly felt the sorrow and suffering of men. Day and night, he thought about their welfare. The devotees wondered at his compassion. The assurance of Sri Ramakrishna that no sin can touch a man if he gives up his body while praying to God was deeply impressed on their minds.